Statement last night that all healthcare workers potentially exposed to COVID-19 tested negative. The hospital is testing those workers again before they return to work. We're all living in a new reality right now. It's spring break here in the Houston area, but several schools, they won't be taking just a week off. Several school districts are canceling an extra week of school. We have that list of closures scrolling there at the bottom of your screen right now. And Rice University, they canceled all in-person classes for the rest of the semester. That's where we find our Janelle Fort. And Janelle, this is all about containing the coronavirus.
Absolutely, Xavier. A staff member here already tested positive for COVID-19. So this really is an effort to keep the virus from spreading. Rice joins a growing number of universities and schools across the country that are opting to make the switch to online classes and encouraging students to return to their permanent homes. And these drastic changes, they come as the U.S. continues to play catch up in COVID-19 testing. Experts and officials agree the lack of testing has led to the number of cases being underreported. That's both locally and nationally. The problem started early on. The CDC initially rejected the tests provided by the World Health Organization in favor of its own, but those tests turned out to be faulty and unusable. That created a backlog, and by the time the CDC got a hold of the corrected tests, the disease had started to spread. Once the tests did come in, doctors still had to apply to be able to use them, creating more issues. Only patients who fit within a narrow scope of criteria could get one under the CDC's rules. One of the requirements for a test was recent international travel. Fortunately, this week, those rules changed and more testing kits are now going to be available, and experts say that this should help contain the virus. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Janelle Fort there live at Rice University. Food, water, cleaning products, toilet paper, all hot commodities in wake of the coronavirus pandemic. Michelle Choi is live outside of HEB. And Michelle, people were struggling to even find the basic necessities out there.
That's right, Xavier, and that's because people are emptying store shelves at places like HEB, Kroger, Trader Joe's all across Houston. In fact, this morning, we've seen this HEB here off Buffalo Speedway. The parking lot is packed. Now, emptying store shelves is something both the city and stores are pleading for you not to do. Take a look at the inside of this HEB. Last night, we noticed that shelves that were supposed to be stocked with eggs empty. The refrigerated sections nearly bare. Now, HEB put out a statement saying, while they understand people want to prepare, they say, quote, panic does not promote progress. They also said they'll be limiting purchases of certain items and that they're working hard to restock their shelves as quickly as possible. Now, it's the same story at Trader Joe's, this one off Shepherd Drive. Customers there busy seen leaving with grocery carts filled to the top, shelves cleared out here too. Again, guys, the city says when you panic buy, you're ultimately taking away essential supplies from people who may need them. So please just buy what you need. Back to you.
Such an important reminder, Michelle. Well, this is spring break time for families all over the country, and as there's this concerted effort to slow the spread of the coronavirus, some of the most popular destinations are closing up. That includes Disney World, Disneyland. Disney is also suspending its cruises. Universal Studios will shut down tomorrow. Hollywood is postponing the release of a bunch of new movies like Mulan, Fast and the Furious 9, No Time to Die, as well as A Quiet Place 2. And TV shows are either shutting down or trying to wrap faster. Last night's Late Show with Stephen Colbert taped without an audience, just staff filling some of those seats. Colbert explained that decision.
You don't want to be part of the hysteria.
Right.
But you also want to act with an abundance of caution.
That's
over here.
Right.
It's hard sometimes to strike that balance. After that taping, Stephen Colbert shared that next week's shows are canceled. He wrote, I wish I could stay on stage to share this uncertain moment with you, but I don't do this alone. I have to do what's best for my staff. No doubt a difficult decision, but it is the same one being made by other late night hosts as well.
Well, the retirement savings roller coaster isn't over just yet. The markets look to bounce back after the worst day in 30 years. The Dow closed down more than 2,300 points yesterday. We talked to a financial expert about all of this. He said his clients are asking how the coronavirus is impacting their money and whether they should move theirs into safe haven assets like the bonds and gold.
Well, I think they should continue to at least contribute to the 401k enough to get an employer match if that is offered. So continue to stay with the plan and be disciplined.
Experts at Wallet Hub say there are a few things you need to keep in mind with all of this uncertainty. If you find yourself unable to make a payment, ask the bank for help. They may offer lower interest rates or even waive fees. Also, focus on your future. Don't let the day-to-day swings affect your retirement strategy.
Good to know, Steph. Your rush block continues as a pilot tests positive for COVID-19. Possible exposure at 2 HCC buildings, and Montgomery County declares a state of disaster.
An American Airlines pilot has the coronavirus. The company's medical officer is now in touch with the CDC. American would not disclose the pilot's routes or where he last flew. Campus closed. Houston Community College is closing Coleman College and the Fraga Academic Building due to the possible exposure of coronavirus. It's not clear if the exposure is due to the same person or multiple people. Montgomery County announces it has 3 presumptive positive cases. Commissioners say they're working closely with health officials. They've also canceled all public gatherings in county buildings for more than 250 people.
And I want to wake up 2 weeks from now wishing we'd have done what we did today. I don't want to be in that situation.
If you had jury duty coming soon, you're off the hook. Harris County District Courts have suspended jury service starting today through Friday, March 20th. You won't have to reschedule either. The XFL cancels its regular season amid the spread of COVID-19. The organization says players can sign with NFL teams, and the PGA Tour gets scrapped after 1 round. The tour commissioner is expected to hold a news conference today. That's your rush.